Oh my God. Hello, everyone. Did you miss me?
Howdy. We did.
Yes,
we did.
I don't have to be Liz this time.
I heard it was really quiet in this room last week because Tony and I were both gone, and we're the talkers.
Yes.
Wednesday,
I don't know.
I'd say, was pretty
Ryan
chatty.
kind of half fills in.
I did my best.
A little chatty. Well, that's good.
Wednesday we got to talking pretty good, and Friday, boy, we both just kept getting into our little trading cards and tooling away.
I love
I did
it.
a lot of the talking on Friday.
Isaac asked us a lot of good questions. We got a lot covered. There's Luna. She missed being on camera.
She
missed
did.
you all.
On Friday, we both.
So they worked last Wednesday on the trash can, which this morning I was like, guys, if you just put a strap across it, it could be a shopping bag. So
Could
if you
very
have
well.
the trash, the waste basket pattern, the waste basket, not trash can.
Don't throw your rotten tomatoes in there.
Yeah. If you have the waste basket pattern, I suggest just putting one strap from front to back, and then it's like a perfect little arm sling. And if you make a pretty sturdy one, then like not a floppy one, you just put your veggies at the farmer's market in there.
Put your knitting in there.
Oh, it would be a great knitting basket.
Yeah.
You could even, like in this section where Ryan tooled his beautiful little stream, that could be a hole where you could pull your yarn out
yeah.
and keep everything, or like maybe a smaller hole.
I would do it up at the top off a little hook, because I've talked to folks about that. I'm like, would it just a grommet in a bag work for a yarn, like a knitting case? And they're like, no, because you've got to thread it through multiple times as you're changing colors and stuff. So a little notch in the top with half a grommet, that'd be the trick.
A notch in the top with half a grommet?
Yeah, so you could put a little grommet hole and then cut a notch down to it and grind through that grommet or something. Or just burnish the hole well. That'd probably be a lot easier.
Yeah, maybe just a well-burnished hole
Yeah.
with like a really big button stud slot, basically.
Yep.
Interesting. This would be I should make one of these for my mother.
should.
She crochets and she would love it.
Well, hey, this will be
Would
laced
she
up.
like
I'll
not
do
a base.
hydro-dipped leather.
Would she like this one?
Yeah.
Oh, she probably would. Yeah.
Oh, she might like something that you made better, though.
I don't know. She would think that this is gorgeous. But I do also love, guys, we're going to have Denny for one side and Ryan for the other side with the tooling situation here, which I just think is really fun and awesome. So get your panels all tooled, line them if you want.
Yeah,
Like-
the other one that I made, I lined, and then I gaucho laced the two ends, and then I did double loop lace around the top.
Yeah.
And this one we aren't gonna line simply because we don't have time to do it on camera,
Okay.
so.
But you just glued panels to this, didn't you?
Right, I just cemented
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, so nothing
Yeah.
super special on the lining
Yeah.
situation. And then you just treat it just like two
Yeah,
panels that
right.
are finished on both sides. Okay.
Right, so anyway.
You could do a rolled top. A rolled top would look really nice, especially if
rolled
it's going to
top
be
would look
a
great,
bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you're using it for a wastebasket, you should probably put a piece of plastic in it to protect it. So just in case somebody throws something they shouldn't in there, like gum.
Yeah,
So it wouldn't really matter what the inside looks like because it's going to have a plastic bag in it anyways. And then we have two wooden, not two, because we're
one,
just
yeah.
making one. We got a wooden base here. Jesse was kind enough to cut this out. If you do have the wastebasket pattern, this is part of that pattern. So it goes in the bottom, and then we attach it with tacks.
yeah, and that's, it, I guess it doesn't have to be wood, but it kind of lends itself to this because we're gonna tack it, we're gonna use upholstery tacks into that around the bottom.
It gives a little weight to the bottom too, which helps.
All right.
Anyway, I'm just gonna use some 1/4 inch kangaroo lace to lace this. How do you like my mold?
That's pretty moldy.
It
It's
happened.
coming right along.
Denny's got his well-seasoned saddle soap shearling
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I've stopped keeping my shearling and my saddle soap
I keep
because
them on
of
top
that.
of the
this?
can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of like the mold myself.
Oh yeah? Does it really give it something extra?
Yeah. Looks good. I like the color.
Yeah, it's very pretty. It looks like patinaed copper. It's quite nice.
Lets his allergies flare up so we can get out of something later,
That's right. I do love how we have Australia. Bradley, welcome. It's nice to have you. And then all the way to Algeria with Omar. And then we've got Jersey
was like, all the way
hanging
to
out.
Jersey.
All the way to Jersey.
Step back a little.
And then William, who's close to home.
William is,
Yep.
where is he?
Joplin?
He's up,
No?
Can't remember about. He's coming up from our pattern making.
William,
pattern drawing
remind
class.
us, where are you from? We've got the whole world here with us today, y'all. The
Yeah.
whole world.
William, I think, was the first person to sign up for my tooling pattern class
Nice.
next month.
For National Leathercraft Week.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get
so
excited.
excited, yeah. Last week we did a lot of, waxing philosophical about the art of tooling, so it kind of got me ready for that class.
waxing philosophical.
Exactly.
See, I can't even say it.
Nevada.
Nevada.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to come up with.
That's the one. Denny knew exactly where you were.
I knew, I just couldn't think of the name.
Knew where you're at, just didn't know the word.
Not Nevada.
No.
Nevada.
It's like I learned in Oklahoma, it is not Miami, Oklahoma.
It is not Miami.
Miami.
That is
Oklahoma.
correct. That's where my daddy's from.
Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm. I used to work with them when I was doing GIS consulting in a past life, and their utility system was one of my customers.
Isn't
It was, yeah,
John Bianchi the holster maker? Aren't they in?
wouldn't know.
I think they're in somewhere there.
John Bianchi.
Yeah,
Are they
yeah.
famous?
very famous.
Okay.
Very.
They're super famous. I absolutely know exactly who they are.
Yeah, I don't know any of the holster makers or saddle
think-
makers or anything like that.
If you are interested in these tooling patterns, they are attached to the videos from last week. Is that correct, Justin? Isaac, do you know?
I can't confirm that, but we can get it.
They can definitely be attached to this one.
We do. So leather class, Denny has done tooling classes for years now. He's always had an intermediate and an advanced class. I don't know, since maybe 2022.
Yeah, something
Probably.
like that.
It's
yeah.
we've had those going on. But for National Leathercraft Week, we're having a whole week of classes. Well, I guess we're having 3 extra days of classes. We will have classes Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of National Leathercraft Week.
Thursday. Denny's doing one Thursday.
Oh, and Denny's doing one on Thursday. My apologies. So you can go to our website and find those classes and sign up for them on the website. I think there's a banner on the front page that you can click on and see all of the classes. I'm trying to get better at that. I'm doing water marbling with Stacy. Denny, what's your class going to be?
Isn't it a small handbag?
Small handbag?
Yeah.
It sure is. I'm glad you know that. And Ryan, what was your class again?
I'm doing 2 of them. I'm doing one like a sharpening clinic, so bring in some tools that you use that you don't know how to sharpen, because
We'll get
9
'em.
out of 10 tools in leatherwork are knives.
Yeah.
Just
And-
weird shaped.
Most of leatherwork is sharpening your tools.
Yep, it's a secondary hobby you get with leatherwork.
Yeah.
So you're going to teach people that, and then I'm doing another one on tooling pattern design.
Awesome.
So not so much how to draw Sheridan, but just kind of a lot of the concepts behind drawing tooling patterns, how to translate what you're wanting to do to leather and make it work.
Perfect.
I think that's a fun thing.
And this will start the week of August 10th.
And then Jared's doing a basic inlay class for people who are into cosplay.
Oh yeah, he's
Oh,
doing the
yeah.
eye patch inlay.
And Jared's doing an eye patch with a fun
He's
inlay.
into the pirate stuff.
Yeah, they're very piratey.
Yeah. So Denny, what's the process on this gaucho braid here? I know you've taught me before,
Now
but I
you
forgot.
ask.
I know it's a little late, but you got plenty of time to.
Okay, basically you go through each hole 2 times, but the first hole you go through 3 times, which
Okay.
I've already done. So you guys got to.
Do you come out from the back, loop around, and then come back out?
On this one, it depends. If you want to go straight across there in the back like I've done, you got to start from the top and go in.
Okay, so make a
Then-
bracket on the
then-
top.
Yes, and
Okay.
then cross over and come out the same hole again.
Kind of like a back stitch, like you're
Yes,
just going through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come out with the same hole and then go to the next hole.
And then cross over.
Yes, and
Okay.
then cross over.
And then from there, what are we doing?
Okay, you guys
very
watch
nice.
me.
That's a little dark.
I'm fixing it. I just
Okay.
noticed that.
This is a gaucho braid.
Some people call it a diamond braid or diamond weave or whatever. You call it whatever you want to.
It's a flat braid that joins pieces.
Yeah. Okay. Let me get through this hole here.
You'll see a lot
Then we
on
can start from scratch.
saddles right behind the cantle. Hold your skirts together.
Hold your skirts up, guys.
Yeah. Use it in windy weather. Okay. Now I've gone through each of these two holes, correct?
Yep.
Okay, now I'm going to take the one that I went through this hole with and come back to this hole and come up.
Okay, so you're gonna make a bracket across
Yes,
the back.
I'm going to come back
Okay.
one hole,
Okay.
if I can find it. There it is. And you want to make sure you don't get your lace twisted. Okay, now I'm going to take the one that I went through this hole with and come back and come up through this hole. So I'm going to go backwards one hole.
So across and back one.
Yes.
I'm guessing this is like baseball stitch and what have you, where if your right strand goes first, it needs to go first every time.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
You want to do the same direction every time, the same sequence. Okay. Now, if you'll notice, this is on top of this. So this is basically a weave. So with this lace, I want to go under this. That way it'll be woven.
No, Omar, they're just in-person classes. I'm so sorry.
Omar, you just need to make a trip.
All right, and then you pull it backwards.
Then
Keep it out
I'm
of the
just
way.
getting it out of the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to take this one and go through this hole.
Oh, and you want the other one to be on top.
Yes.
Don't want to cross over.
That way
it,
it'll
yeah.
be the same every time. What did I do there?
Bounce.
Oh, there we go. I couldn't tell.
Okay. Now I'm going to take this one and go through this hole.
Okay.
You go one up and then one back, and then one up and then one back.
Not too bad.
Yeah, this is a pretty. Whenever you do it on a saddle, you do it with latigo strapping, don't you?
Most of the time, yeah. Latigo, well, it doesn't have to be, but latigo is kind of traditional.
And you do this, and it is very strong to hold those skirts on.
Yeah. And you want to make these holes fairly close together because you're trying to fill up this whole area here.
You want a
don't
solid
want
block.
a lot of space in between.
So, what size hole did you use? 3/16.
Yeah, probably 3/16.
And this is 1/4 inch lace.
Yes.
Because yeah, you want to try and fill the hole as well, like with your stitching, size your stitching punches to your thread.
And it looks like maybe you're like a 1/4 inch apart
Yeah.
Round about, yeah.
with my eyeballs. Hey Chevy, how you doing?
Hey, bud.
Chevy's dancing. Chevy's dancing. Chevy's dancing. Chevy is very excited about your guitar case.
Oh,
I may have
cool.
sent him a sneak peek
Cool.
picture of your
Cool.
piece you have tooled over there.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not done. The tooling's going to be pretty tedious on the guitar case because I'm using fairly light leather, and it's a huge piece. I remember the first one that I did that I full tooled. That was probably the biggest piece of leather that I'd ever tooled.
After a fender.
The biggest single piece.
Yeah.
I mean, and there's a lot of tooling on it. I forgot where I am.
Correct, Omar. This is the same style of lacing that you would use to lace your skirts together behind the seat on a saddle.
Yeah.
So, like in Denny's saddle, he did that. So you could look back at that video and you could see him. I assume that's probably on the video.
Yeah.
Lace up those
Yeah.
skirts.
Good for any sort of butt joint that
Yeah.
you're working with.
I don't know if I did the skirts on that saddle or just the fork behind the horn.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember I did that.
Oh, that's right. I don't have to look back at pictures.
I know you did the skirts on the class.
Yeah.
So that's when I was working on lacing a bunch, and that was also the day I missed.
Yeah.
I wasn't there for lacing day to help out.
All right. So you go through, you make an X, and then you go back up
Yep.
to the last set of holes, you come back out, and then you weave.
Denny, have you ever tried the Permalock needles? The ones that just screw onto your lace?
I have. The only thing that I don't care for about them is they're big.
I started using the little guys. I keep one in my wallet so I don't lose it because they're small. But I used the little ones and I just hammered that end flat, and I have been really happy with it. I lost one during saddle class. It was on my table and it rolled off, and I heard it hit the ground. But a little brass needle on that floor is gone. Found it 6 months later.
There you go.
Now it's in my little needle case on my desk, or on my table here.
Chevy, what are you thinking of that brown Herman oak?
Chevy got some brown?
I sent him some
Vat
brown
dyed?
smooth
Oh, nice.
of the drum dyed to make some knife sheaths. Because I rave about it all. I love it. The brown and the black, I don't dye brown and black leather anymore. There's no reason.
And I like the hair cell so much. I think it just looks and feels fantastic, so I use it all the time.
Hey Diamond, glad you're back home. What is CFD? Are you gonna make it?
Luna's having a tough day.
I mean, we just did do some stick fetching, so.
Still got that on the brain. Me and Denny got lost looking at the little landscape there and talking about where we'd fish. And
We always got the good fishing stories. Cheyenne Frontier Days Rodeo.
Oh, yeah.
So Tony would have known. Tony's not in here right now.
that sounds like a big one.
He would have known.
They call it the daddy of them all.
Oh.
That's the biggest one. They got a huge arena. I don't know if it still is, but I think it used to be all grass. You know, most
Really?
arenas they plow up.
Yeah.
But I think, and I could be wrong. You guys
Diamond,
correct me.
is
if
it
I'm
still
wrong.
grass? She was just there, so they can let us know.
But it's like being outside, like being in a pasture.
Nice. That sounds lovely.
Chicks and all?
Ticks and all.
Ticks and all.
They don't have ticks.
Do they have
Wyoming.
chiggers? That's what I meant
Nope,
to say
they don't
when I
have
said
chiggers.
chicks.
Or baby
You know, I
chickens.
got a story about that. When I was a little kid, my folks moved us all to Wichita from Missouri. But I'd get to come back and stay with my grandparents every summer. And in Wichita, in town, we had no ticks. I didn't have to worry about ticks there.
Yeah.
But I thought we needed some. So I caught a jar full of them and transplanted them from Missouri to Wichita.
You're a terrible person.
I don't think they took all of those.
Why did you think you needed some?
I don't know, we didn't have any.
Just seemed right. Something you grew up with.
You just enjoyed them?
Well,
You thought that they were pretty
They were
neat?
easy to catch.
Those
you know,
blood-sucking
they don't-
vampires?
Yeah, but they don't run very fast. They're easy to catch.
Simple project.
Yeah.
Man,
some
I
of them,
got-
some of them will catch you. You just got to bait them. You know.
You were a weird little kid.
I was.
We would have got along great as kids, Denny.
You should have transported the. I guess they probably had fireflies up there. It's not that far away.
Yeah. Yeah, we did have. We called them lightning bugs.
Mm-hmm.
But we
You know,
did
in
have
California they don't have those. So
Really?
when Chris moved here as an adult and he saw like the night sky for the first time,
Oh, yeah.
after he moved out here, he was like, "What is this magic? That are these bugs that light up in the sky?" And
What is
even to
this
this day, he
madness?
thinks that they are just the most phenomenal little beings.
Because they are. They're incredible.
It is.
I love them.
when I was still on the farm there in Ash Grove, there was an old steel bridge, you know, the big arch top steel bridge, just right down the road from me across the river. And it was down there was a meadow all around it, but they didn't farm it. It just grew up into brush and weeds and stuff. But man, at the height of the lightning bug season, you could go down there and it was just solid. I mean,
Wow.
it was like electric.
That's
It
amazing.
almost brightened the sky. There were so many of them, it seemed like.
Diamond said, nope, it's been a dirt arena for a long time. But
It's dirt?
Pendleton Roundup is on grass.
Oh, that may be what I'm thinking about.
All right, Denny, we've got Omar is curious to see the back of this thing.
Okay.
So let's
Oh yeah.
show it real fast. So that's just X's. That's like a corset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Luna.
But you know, the way I learned to do this, I just looked at another piece that was done, and I just fiddled around with it till I figured it out. It's not that, it looks more complicated than it is, actually.
It really doesn't seem that bad. I mean, you have the one where you have to go under, but the other one, you just leave your
Yeah.
lace this way, and then once you bring it back across after you make that next pass,
Right.
then it automatically weaves it.
Right.
Any lace work is just building that skeleton and then weaving as you go.
Yeah.
Like all your fancy knots and stuff, you build a skeleton over the course of 2 or 3 laps, and then it's just weaving. This stuff, you just go X's forwards and back and weave along the way.
I wonder if kids have that much fun anymore, but Dandy.
No.
They used to pull ticks off of dogs and then burn them on the sidewalk using a lighter and a can of Right Guard spray. I don't think kids are. That's what's wrong with
They
this
don't
new
even
generation.
have right guard in a can anymore, you know?
Yeah, they're not.
Kids are they're so deprived.
They are.
Can't even accidentally mace yourself with deodorant anymore.
That's sad.
Mace yourself.
It's a sad day.
Hey, kiddo.
I know we're not good.
What?
WD-40 works great. Danny said if it doesn't happen in a video game, probably not. You know, sometimes I'm proud of myself for I have never actively played video games for any amount of time. Every once in a while, I would be sick when I was in maybe middle school, and one of my sisters at that time, her and her husband worked nights. So if there was a day that I couldn't go to school and my parents were busy, my sister would take me because they were home. Mm-hmm. And that was I would go over there and they had a PlayStation and I would play Gran Turismo 2, I think. And I would only do the oval track in a Volkswagen Beetle. That was the only way that I would do it. And I would always win.
Bone dry video game experience ever had.
And it was fun and I had a good time.
That's funny. Yeah, Justin never does. He doesn't touch the stuff.
And sometimes Chris will be like, oh, Liz, maybe you'd like this one. Oh, his brother discovered some game that they played during high school back in the day that now they have online and you can play. And so now he's doing that.
That's
and
always a good experience.
He killed a bunch of goblins and he cut down a bunch of trees and now he's just obsessed with it. And he's like, oh, I think you would like this. And I was like, I think I'm going to read my book.
It
Thanks.
sounds like RuneScape.
Yep.
Maybe.
I played quite a bit, but
And there's some dragons. And now there's something, I don't know, there was something else he was telling me about.
Did a new release, update of it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's probably
It's
it.
up his alley. the kind of
Yeah.
games he plays.
So I play video games fairly often, but it's something, it's like anything else, you gotta decide where it fits in your priority stack.
I honestly do not play them much anymore.
Yeah.
I play Cars on the Nintendo Switch sometimes. Is that it?
Just the word cars.
It's like Mario
This is
Kart.
so fascinating, Denny.
Is it?
I could sit and lace or just listen to lacing for plenty of time.
Just some good. We should just stop talking and turn the mic settings up, and then you can just ASMR Denny lacing.
Just listen to the lace hiss.
Diamond plays Lego video games. That's awesome.
Those
I
are
built
fun.
a Lego last week on my vacation. I took the Mona Lisa with me, and she is now built. I don't know where to hang her yet, and I also just need to get an acrylic box to hang her up with, so I don't have to worry about dog hair.
I got another mechanical one last week and built it.
Nice.
I just realized, Denny, we almost gave bad advice for you. Because I've been saying, me and Liz have been saying you go back one, forwards one. Well, that won't get you anywhere. I just noticed you gotta go back one, forwards two.
Oh, is that right?
Yep.
I do. I'm mindless when I do this. I don't.
Right, half of
real-
it's muscle memory.
Yeah.
No, I just realized if you go back one, forwards one, you're just doing the same stitch over and over. Now I got Denny all confused.
Yeah, I am confused.
Yep.
don't know where
Just
I
close
am.
your eyes and feel it.
Yes.
See what happens.
I always try to make things harder by trying to understand them better
Dylan, stop
myself.
it. He's in the middle of things. Nope.
Oh man. It's like I had to.
I'm confused enough, Luna.
She's like, you're the only one where the board is.
Yeah.
All right, come on. Come on.
I've been having to evict my cat lately. I've been doing some lacing in the evenings, and she'll jump up in my lap. I'm like, all right, if you can be cool while I lace, you can hang out. And then inevitably she starts fighting the lace.
I started a book when I was out in the woods called Bubble in the Sun about how the boom of Florida contributed to the Great Depression of the 30s. So I'm like a quarter of the way through it, but it's been interesting so far. And like a lot of the names are just ones like J.P. Morgan. I don't know, just like, you know, all these.
The names you'd expect.
Yeah, the names, the original culprits of everything.
Yeah.
So, but that's been fascinating.
I'm really confused here. I gotta go back.
Did I mess you up by saying that? I'm so
Oh
sorry.
yeah, no,
gotta
now
back-
you're just zigzagging.
I've
You're
gotta
not Xing
back
anymore.
up a little bit.
We messed Denny up, guys. We need to stop talking.
This is why I'm not in videos.
Don't think
very
about it.
often.
You'll mess it up, says Latigo. Sure did.
Yeah, there's a lot of things, like mystery braids. I think I've shown people 12 different ways to understand a mystery braid, and I'm still not sure any of them are right.
Flip,
It's
braid,
just
braid,
something my hands
flip.
do.
Flip, braid, flip.
That's what I usually tell people is do 2 moves of a braid, and then just your outside strands, just kind of pull them apart, and it'll start to flip the way it needs to.
Yeah.
Might be a not great time for this story, but
Not
I made
great.
that fly rod case. You remember that, Denny?
Uh-huh.
You were trying to splice a baseball stitch, and you finally, you're standing there, and you're like, just come back. Alright, fine. You came and got me, you're like, I figured it out.
That was a fun project to watch go on, because Isaac was real new here. And I just walked over and I see Isaac just basket weaving this entire fly rod case. I was like, Denny, did you make him do this? He said, absolutely not.
Yeah, I forgot that too, because I for some reason still am, but I like thought basket weave was the coolest thing ever. And
It was
like,
really cool though.
I said, well, we can do this, and he like lays everything out, tells me what to do, and he kind of pats me on the back. He goes, "See you on Friday." So here you go.
A lot of
Alright.
stuff sounds really neat and looks really neat,
Yep.
but it's a little more than you bargain for sometimes.
Gotta balance that, you know, what do I want to make and what ought I make for the scope of this project.
And he hasn't done a leather project since.
He's burnished some chunks of leather.
Yeah, no, a few more things.
I'll say I tricked him into helping me burn threads one day.
Yeah,
That counts.
that.
Your skirts are coming apart.
I know.
I think, no, it was burnishing I got you to help me out with. So I was sitting there burnishing, and I was like, well, what are you working on today? I was like, I'm just burnishing. This leather burnish is great, though, man. You should give it a shot. And I handed him a piece. And then I just quietly wandered off and let him just burnish a few. He caught on quick, though. Didn't save me much work.
It's okay.
I always got to try and Tom Sawyer somebody into doing my work for me.
Tom Sawyer.
Make it sound fun enough.
I remember I was punching the holes for stitching something,
Yeah.
and you walked up and you just kind of stood there and you were like, "Have you stabbed yourself yet?" I was like, "No." You were like, "You're gonna," and you walked away.
Sounds like me. I think, yeah, you must have been messing with an awl or something.
Yeah, I was, and the way I was doing it, you were just like, "Ah."
Yeah, probably the same way I do it, though. Stab myself all the time. I know all the best ways not to do something.
That's true.
If you don't draw blood, you haven't worked very hard at it.
Well, I did. Not long after that.
You
Uh,
probably never stabbed yourself.
Oh, I stab myself all the time.
Awls are usually the worst.
Yeah, I know.
Cuts
Like
and
right,
wounds I get.
like in the little thumb
Oh.
joint. Like that's where I
That
tend
web?
because I'll be
Oh,
going
no.
through, and so like I'll always stab myself like right in the bone. It's not
Oh.
great.
Right in the bone.
Right in the bone.
Oh, yeah, it's always the worst, man. I had,
Shedding
through
everywhere.
the side of my index finger and then kind of poked out the top.
Oh,
I mean, like, it kind of skipped off that finger bone there.
God.
Yeah, I sewed through the fingertip on one of my. I don't even remember where it was anymore. One of my fingers on the 26.
Didn't Brandon do something like that too?
Snap machine.
Snap machine.
Yep.
That's too far up.
Those automatic snap setters. We've got a little sign above it that says, "This
You're
machine
welcome.
hungers for fingers. Do not feed it."
No, it's not been that long ago.
Spencer tried to cut all his fingers off the other day.
I believe that.
Cut them all the way down to the bone.
At work, like, oh.
That kid.
Poor Spencer. What hand?
I don't know what hand it was.
I bet you
all
somehow
it was
both.
was a picture of them, all his, like, his 3 first fingers just wrapped up in gauze. And I was just like,
Poor guy.
Oh man.
That's
he's
a
good
bummer.
at everything, even hurting himself.
He's very good at hurting himself. We've all learned from him.
You had that, like, circular, whatever they are, the little.
Oh, the rotary knife? Yeah.
Rotary knife.
Oh,
You
yeah.
were working on something, and I just heard, like, and you just walked away. And I was like, uh-oh, and you came back, you're like, you're a little bit of my finger missing now.
Well, a few minutes later, Dan pointed at something on my table and goes, "Hey, is that it?" And yeah, a little chunk of my finger sitting over off the table.
Is that yours?
Yep.
Is that yours?
I didn't bother trying to put it back.
You just,
You guys want to submit your stories of the times that you have cut and or stabbed yourself doing leather work? That could be a
Hurt
fun
yourself
page.
More than I did in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Yep. That's what I'm doing
I
in
think
knife
they teach
sharpening
you
class.
knife etiquette in kitchens, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's formal training.
We're
in
just
kitchens.
wild beasts using knives in this building.
That's why I'm doing a class over sharpening, not safe knife handling.
We're gonna make it real good.
Hopefully
so
you
they can be
understand
real
that
If
good.
before
you
you get to
sharpen
me.
your knife
I was
really
gonna
well,
say,
it
that's
doesn't
actually-
hurt nearly as bad.
No. I laid my finger open with a round knife the other day. Didn't even feel it. Just noticed I was bleeding on my leather.
we should sell SLC Band-Aids.
I thought about, I think maybe I said that
That'd be
to
a good
Rusty.
sticker.
Yeah.
SLC Band-Aids and dog treats. That's what we need.
Both as
There's
stickers.
a couple broadhead companies. They always send a Band-Aid with their broadheads.
That's funny.
So at the Sean Woodsum booth,
Yeah.
the whole booth is just covered in Band-Aids. Like that's, and like with signs that like our knives are sharp.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the best things about their booth is just
That's great.
like literally they're just littered
Yeah.
with Band-Aids on their counters.
Did they have that at Sheridan?
Yeah.
I didn't notice it. I took some pictures. I'm gonna go back and look at the
That's what it's like rattlesnake. That's what I was gonna get at is leather crafters sometimes, maybe especially new ones, aren't great at keeping their tools sharp. And so then that leads to more damage because
Yes.
you're fighting your tool and then like it skips or it finally gives when it should be cutting the whole time and it wasn't, and then you hurt yourself.
You're
So
putting more force into
Ryan
the dull
doing
knife.
his
Yeah.
sharpening will hopefully prevent cutting
Yes.
when your tools work properly and you're not trying to force them to do things.
Yep. Yeah, if you're fighting the knife, it's going to win. And a sharp tool, when it does inevitably cut you, I mean, if you're working with knives, you're going to get a few cuts.
Yeah.
They heal up a lot faster from a sharp knife than they do a rough knife.
Grate your finger.
William, I like that. Said he can teach a class in first aid if that would help. Me and Denny at least need it, I guess.
What's the gap between the holes? Is there a standard for the gap and size of lace?
No, what you need to do is, it depends on what size lace you're using, but like this is 1/4 inch lace, you know, I've got them probably a little more than a 1/4 inch apart,
Yeah.
about the same distance apart.
Like it looks
the
like
width of
they're like an
lace.
1/8 inch
Yeah.
between.
Yeah,
So on edge, an 1/8 inch on edge.
yeah. Yeah, but you just want to space them, you might have to do a practice piece, and just space them where you cover this whole area here.
You want full coverage.
Is
Yeah.
that Andy?
Yeah, you should read that message, Liz.
All right. All right. I hope I answered your question, Carl, there about the hole and the spacing. So
It's there.
let's see here. No.
Yeah, we didn't say out loud. Just read it.
Oh, that's a rough
All right.
one, though.
Let's hear. Diamond has one about a sewing machine. So she's got a cowboy outlaw. I didn't have the handle all the way up. I was working under the needle. The handle came down. The needle came down and stopped when it hit the bone. Then as a reaction, I jerked my hand. The diamond point of the needle then cut the heck out of me. Yup. We had somebody one time with a class 3 or a 4. I don't remember which one it was, but it made the whole stitch. Like, it went through the finger, and it must have been on the side of the bone for, like...
Mine barely missed.
Yeah, and so, like, it just made the stitch, and then we had to pull the stitch out of Cameron's finger. That was fun.
Luckily...
Did Clayton do it?
No, Cameron.
Yeah.
That was, Clayton, I think, has sewed his finger, but it didn't, like, I think it hit the bone just like that one.
Famous work one is the hot stamp.
Yeah, he took a whole fingernail off with a hot stamp machine. And I was right there watching it. So I was sitting on one side, Elizabeth was sitting on the other side. He's stamping belts, and so he like does this to like center the belt because he's gonna stamp it. And then at that time we had the
foot switch.
Yeah, it was a foot pedal, and it was just on the floor, and his foot was just right there, and so his foot slid in, and just hot stamp came down, and then it came back up, and he didn't have a fingernail.
Yep.
And it was bloody.
Yeah.
And I was like paging for Emma. I was like, what do we do? We're in kind of like a separate building, so they're not like, we're not connected at that time because there wasn't any holes blown through yet. That was a moment.
We've still got the same hot stamp machine, but now it is a 2-button, a 2-hand activation.
It sure is.
It's great.
After that, we were like, okay, well, you fix that. You find something.
I
So
think
that
Andrew made one real quick for us because it's straightforward to make. But yeah, it's much safer now.
Yeah.
2-hand activation's the way to go. Yeah,
Sandy,
paper
I
cuts
don't.
are horrible.
That's crazy.
My wife was talking about paper cuts the other night. She was saying it's the just kind of the jagged edge of the paper that just kind of shreds your skin. So that's why they're so painful. Is it's not really a cut. It's more just like a file. Getting some depth. Oh, I hate cardboard cuts. Yeah.
I got so many of those were juicy things.
Yeah, all my various warehouse jobs, that was just part of it. Bye, Liz.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, she's getting Luna a treat.
Lottie goes like, maybe we'll calm Luna down. Sorry, Liz.
She does not appear calm at the moment.
No, she's not. Thanks, Latigo, for the Luna. Okay.
Luna says thanks.
Just take them all at once, okay?
You feed that dog?
Try to. She free feeds whatever she wants. That's it. That's all I got. Go lay down.
Tried that with Walter for a minute, but that just means he would eat all of his food about 10 minutes before I was going to feed him again.
Sorry. Poor mistress. Yeah, I saw that Latigo probably like right when I was like looking back up through the chat, and I was like, oh, I missed a thing.
Band-Aids. Gabe's grabbing one right now, it looked like.
Oh, yep. Those new dyes, they'll get you.
Yeah. Oh, that's right, he's learning to do the...
I think he's doing pre-cuts.
Pre-cuts now,
Yeah, some of those dyes are pretty dang sharp.
Well, and they're so big and cumbersome, you can't stay out of your own way with them.
Not
Right.
like a 2 foot by 2 foot.
The time I always catch myself, got myself with the dye is catching it. If I start to drop it, those things are expensive. I don't want that blade to hit the concrete.
All right, guys, how did we finish these panels? What was our antique finish?
Did RTC as the resist. Let that dry overnight, I believe, on both of them. Medium brown antique paste, so the antique finish, I think it's called, from Fubings. And then leather sheen over the top sprayed on.
Yeah. I've been using leather sheen a lot. It works.
Me too. I've pretty
To
fully
me, it
switched
works
over.
as well as the old masters used
Yeah.
to work. It's about the same thing.
It smells a good bit worse, but
Yeah, it's pretty strong,
stout stuff.
but it makes you happy for the rest of the day.
Yep. Jenny
Ouch.
does some
Michael, that's
gluing.
worse than standing on Legos. He found a glover's needle with his foot.
Ooh-wee.
Those are sharp.
Yeah.
When I
Oh
was-
yeah, Glover's needles, they'll get
When
you.
I was
gnarly.
8 years old, I found a rusty nail on a 2x4 jumping off a ladder.
Oh.
Oh no! Stop it! No more of those stories. I
Through
don't.
my foot.
I'm not. Let's not. I don't do impaling stories. I'm not
Impaling.
impaling.
Yeah, I used a popsicle as my.
Stop it. Ugh. Paling and then like punches to the head and the face. Like
Yeah.
if I'm watching a movie where that is happening,
Can
I'm just
confirm
like,
it's unpleasant.
I'm like, don't look at it. I
Yeah.
can't
I've
handle
learned
people
that about
getting.
you. You don't like the violence and the.
I don't.
movies.
I
Yeah.
don't like the pummeling, especially in the face. Like that's just that really
That's
gets me.
mean,
Movies,
isn't
though,
it?
can get
It's
pretty-
really
That's just
unnecessary.
plumb
Yeah.
mean.
Pretty unnecessary. Pretty
Yeah.
aggressive.
I'm
I
not.
agree with that.
Mm.
I might like cringe up a little when I see.
You know, your brain is in there, and other people's brains are in their head.
Yeah.
And even if they've not used it, like it's
It's still there.
it's still
That's why I always tell
be nice
people
to
that
your brain.
you know fighting is never worth it because there's never truly a winner in a fight. You both got punched a lot.
It's like the old Kevin James. Nobody wins in a headbutt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Whoop. Lost
No,
your
no, make
count.
yourself useful. Pick that up.
Christian Seal on
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Facebook said, I live in a trash can. Can I have a prettier one made of leather now?
Hi, Christian. Let's hear rattlesnake. What's the best to get mildew off oil tan? I'm running a dehumidifier, but I've got a couple sides that just got fuzz on them.
I dilute some vinegar and put it in a spray bottle. Spray it down, wipe it down afterwards.
Let it air out.
Let it air out for a couple days, and just do that until it quits smelling like mildew.
Yeah, really, vinegar is the best.
Yeah, it kills it.
Yep.
And then once you've got it done, if you're making something with it, you can seal that final product with some sort of spray, even on oil tans, and it'll help prevent it in the future too. Keeps oxygen out of the interior of your leather.
Okay, I'm out of lace here.
Oh, good. Are we gonna splice?
Well, yeah, in a manner of speaking.
Thank goodness. There's something else to show you guys today. Watch us splice.
All right. Since this is on the inside, I'm not going to worry a whole lot about it.
Yeah.
I could actually do a blind splice and actually cut and skive
Actually
this
weave them
lace and cement them together, but I'm not going to. That's the answer to that question. I'm not going to.
Why not? Don't wanna. Asked and answered. And I love this lace pattern for a butt joint like this because it still leaves it fairly flexible.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the box stitch doesn't at all. Baseball stitch, pretty good.
Yeah, I'm just going to clip these ends off.
Drop a
Then-
machine oil on those.
That sounds like it.
So Diamond was sorting bucking bulls, which just sounds
Yep.
sketchy.
Sketchy.
Right from the get-go there. Two of them started fighting. I went to close the gate with the chain latch. One bull was getting his butt kicked. Sorry. I was confused because it was the wrong kind of butt, but that's probably why. Anyways, as I was shutting the gate, he got pushed into me. One horn went past my ear. The other horn crushed my hand between his horn and the metal post.
Oh.
You know,
Mm.
still pretty lucky, honestly.
And yet you went back to the rodeo last week.
Hey,
Well,
Not sorting bowls anymore, I don't think.
My dad got kicked in the head by his horse when he was younger. The horse was gone the next day.
yeah.
He sold it. No, he sold it.
My grandpa got bucked from a horse once, and he broke his hip. He's getting older, anyways, and that was the end of horse time for the farm.
My dad's mule kicked him in the ribs one day. He was walking behind it and she was just in a bad mood. And mules are accurate with their kicks. They make decisions about it. But right as he turned around, she kicked him right in the forearm. Broke his wrist and a rib, I believe.
Striker. Oh, I like how he came over to.
My dad used to farm
YouTube.
with mules,
Yeah.
and he walked up. He was feeding them one night.
Oh,
and
hold
they
on,
always-
hold on. We're splicing. What are you doing?
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Hold our story. We're talking about mules.
Okay.
We'll come back to mules.
Okay, there I am. I ended up right there. That was the end of my lace.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got to come back. if I had more lace, I would have come back through these two holes, correct?
Right.
Okay,
So you just
so
come
I'm just gonna take this new piece of lace and go through those two holes from the back.
Gotcha.
You'll make another bar,
Yes,
and then you'll just start again.
yes, and then we'll just go on like nothing ever happened.
And this actually seems like it would be stronger than a splice, maybe,
Oh, yeah,
because you're not trying to glue two thin pieces of leather together.
There's no joint.
Although there's not really a lot of pressure on this joint,
yeah,
anyways.
this
not a
isn't-
pressurized situation.
This isn't to force strength anyway, so,
Right.
okay, there I am. Now I'm right back where I started, or where I left off.
Perfect. Okay, now mules.
Okay, anyway,
Now you learned
he
something.
was feeding his mules. He'd gotten done. He'd been plowing that day, and it was nighttime. And generally, you know, when you're walking up behind a horse or a mule or something, you give them a pat on the butt
Let
so
them
they
know.
know you're there.
Yeah.
And but he'd been around them all day long, and he just fed the other mule, which was right next to it. And he walked around behind that one, and he said it kicked him both hind feet right here in the chest. A mule can
Yeah.
kick high, you know,
Yep.
and it kicked him right
And they
there in the
can kick
chest, collapsed
forwards.
both of his lungs.
Yep.
That's a bad day.
Yeah,
No.
Never underestimate a mule's ability to
Yeah.
kick forwards and sideways as well.
yeah,
They are flexible critters.
yeah.
Striker likes to walk around his yard barefoot, which I don't ever do because I'm afraid of stepping on a bug. Like, even if it's a safe bug, I just don't want to step on one with a barefoot.
Stepping
I
on
would
a
never.
grasshopper.
No.
Sorry, that elicited a more visceral reaction than I expected.
And they're having some landscaping done, and he stepped on a rusty garden spike. Did that just happen, Christian? Did that just happen just now?
Like while he's watching the live stream.
Oh my gosh! Did it go all the way through your foot?
Why do you want to know?
It's
He
a really
hates
long
those
spike.
things.
A 6-inch spike? That's too long.
It's too long.
I always get a tetanus shot because you do a lot of. I didn't know that you had to get tetanus shots from scuba diving, but I guess rusty fish hooks. Okay, that's interesting. That's
And
fun.
yeah, old scrap metal that's down there, old cars, things like that get dumped into lakes to make habitat.
People got stories.
Yeah.
Living with nature is dangerous.
Living is dangerous.
If you go outside, you're probably gonna get hurt eventually.
When I was a little kid, we lived in Wichita, and there was a. We were kind of out in the country, but we were in town too, if you know what I mean. They were building houses all around us, and
So the city was coming to you.
yeah. And me and my buddy, old Bob Frazier, that was his name. We were kind of perusing the neighborhood, causing whatever trouble we could, and we went to. It was a Saturday, and no one was working. But we were at this construction site where they were building a new house. Mm-hmm. Right. Bob had a crew cut, which is he basically bald. Just little short hairs is all he had left.
Okay.
But anyway, we walked into this house that had just been framed, and they had been standing the roof trusses, I guess, because there were just boards all over up above us, and we walked through, and he grabbed one of the walls and gave it a shake, and this 2x4 came down and hit him right square on the top of the head. And before we got home, of course he was crying.
Yeah.
But before we got home, his raised cartoon knot on top of his head. Those little short hairs were sticking. I always thought that was the funniest thing.
Poor guy. Hey, Aaron, we are making a leather wastebasket / knitting basket.
Slash farmer's market basket.
Correct. / any kind of basket you could want. But mostly we're just watching Denny Lace and then telling stories of how we've been hurt in the past by anything, frankly. So, Aaron, do you have a story?
Have you ever been run over by a tractor or anything?
I'm I'm sorry, Justin.
I said, other than my car wreck, the worst injuries I had was I had a wasp nest fall on my shirt.
Ugh.
Oh,
That's a bad few weeks, isn't it?
Someone's terrified of wasps now. Yeah.
I was out fishing with my dad, and he got stung by a cicada killer. They look like a hornet, but they're about 3 inches long, and like they'll send you to the hospital just from the pain.
Yeah, I was in the hospital already.
Yeah. He toughed it out. It was a big one. I mean, you could see the stinger on that thing. It looks like a class 4 needle.
You know, I had never actually gotten into firing until about a year ago.
I never have.
I was so confused.
'Cause we don't
I
have a
never
ton
had it
here.
happen, so I didn't know what was happening. And I was just like, what is this feeling that's happening? I was like, and I looked down and saw my arm moving. I'm like, oh, got it. It was not good.
Where does it compare on like stinging nettle? Because that we got all over Missouri.
Yeah, it
Certainly you've run through that.
wasn't.
Stinging nettle isn't bad if you're near water.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you get water on it,
Yeah.
it kind of tones it down. Boy, before that, you feel like,
You're on fire.
yeah.
Aaron said that when he was in first grade, he slipped out of the swing and fell and broke his right arm in 7 places, which is like there's no more places left to break. That's all of the
Got all of them.
places.
You did
Number
it.
8 would have been the end.
I will. He reminded me when I was in. I was either kindergarten or first grade, and we were playing chase through the playground, and I slipped going up one of the jungle gyms to like the slide to go down. I slipped on this bar to go onto a platform. My foot slipped off the bar, and then my head came down, and I cracked my head on the platform. So I do still have a scar. That was a lot of blood.
Head bleeds.
Yeah, that was
It's crazy, yeah.
That was a lot of blood.
It's always the little metal shed.
I
You
think
leave
you're
the
wrong
metal shed
again.
and catch a bolt.
I did something.
Yeah, you're zigzagging. You're not Xing.
Okay.
Hold, please.
Oh man, I get that feeling.
Omar's trying this stitch. Look, we've encouraged a teensy bit of leather work today.
Good work, Omar.
Isaac, you just need to turn this episode into a podcast of,
Injury stories?
yeah.
I try to avoid them now. Whenever I get the chance.
Yeah.
I was saying, I don't feel like I've-
Yeah. If I'm like running on one of the sanding like belt finishers for a while or something, I'll get a bobby pin and pin my beard up so it stays away. Take my wedding ring off, put it in my pocket or something.
You're like, I take care of myself now.
Yeah, I've just got the one.
Not as
Me.
resilient as I used to be.
No.
This 35 is really getting to us, y'all.
Don't bounce off that concrete like we used to.
Ooh, William got stung by a jellyfish when he was a kid.
He
Did
was
you pee on yourself or
unpleasant.
did someone else?
I was going to ask that same question.
See, for mine, I went to the lifeguard stand where they had a spray bottle of some ammonia solution.
Sure, that's what it was.
So they told me.
They just filled it up
stand
every
looks
morning.
like a dumpster, right? No, we were in Virginia or something. I had a little jellyfish out on the coast just wrap up around my leg.
Ugh.
I was Gulfside, Florida. Just wrap itself around my leg, man. It felt like a dozen wasps.
Diamond's like, I could fill up hours with my stories of the rodeo.
I bet.
Yeah.
And
Not
there
tough
was like
enough
this
for that.
kid that worked here for a minute, like he was a maintenance guy, and he was the tallest, lankiest kid ever, and he rodeoed, and he would always have, did he break his arm while he was here?
I don't even know what you're
They break stuff.
Before my
Like it just
time.
like every weekend he would come in, and there was some injury that he had endured over the weekend, but he had won some money or done something, or I don't even know, but he was all happy with himself. And then he decided to go drive hearses.
What did you do?
Drive hearse?
Drive hearse. Yeah, he got like a contract gig with like
HURST or
the hearse with the dead bodies in the back.
Okay, you just said drive hearse.
Drive hearse. I tried to
Hearses? Drive hearses?
Hearses.
Drive a hearse?
Is that he got a contract with like Greenlawn to go
Nice.
pick up bodies,
There you
which
go.
I was like, whatever floats your boat, man.
Do you have to have a commercial driver's license to do
I
that?
don't think so.
You don't have to have one to drive one, and I know that because my buddy in high school drove one.
Well, there you go.
I'm not making that up.
There you go.
He drove a hearse.
Layla?
Layla
No,
and her
I
husband
mean, Layla drove
hers.
hers.
Yeah,
But
she drove
just-
one around.
Not commercial.
That was just
No.
their cars. Yeah.
Just as a vehicle.
They get
Yeah,
rid
hers
of them
was just-
pretty quick 'cause
They
don't
do.
want them to break down, so you can get a good deal on them.
Yeah,
Yep.
they had like 7. That was what they did. They collected and refurbished.
But boy, they weigh about
Purse.
twice what any other car does.
He drove it to school, man.
Yep.
I'll make paper.
Rattlesnake is like, I'm on my 6th life, at least.
I may have cashed in a few of those lives myself. Especially.
Let's see here. Michael said, when I was 9, I was inside the merry-go-round, so I could push it faster just by running. The centrifugal force threw my sister off. I have also been thrown off by one of my brothers
Yep.
going too fast, and I was a tiny person.
I was the small younger sibling.
Mine was the teeter-totter. My sister would like sit there and I'd be
And then
up
it
at the
sucked
top.
me out, and my head hit the seat.
Oh
Man.
man.
My sister would like get you at the top of the teeter-totter and like she'd just sit there and you'd see it in her eyes.
Yep.
And she would just jump off and then I would
Yep.
smack the ground really hard.
It's-
Collapse
Siblings are
your
rough.
spine.
Yeah, it was horrible.
It's like when I was little, I busted out one of my front teeth. Me and my brother were playing on our little like situation out back, swing city type thing. And dead of winter, but we're out there playing, and of course I slip on the ice and fall and bust a tooth out. And
Ice lash.
I
It
saw
was-
the ice this winter, and I was so ticked because I'm like falling as an adult, like, and it wasn't like I full on. I'm like walking, everything's fine, and next thing I know, I'm looking at my feet in the air,
That's
and
what
then it's
happened to
just
me
like
too.
hip, elbow, shoulder. I'm like, did I really just do that?
oh, see,
I
I
was
was
seeing
grown
Shannon as
human
a
being,
video, so
and
I
it
was
just
like,
slipped
camera
and
caught it.
fell.
I stepped outside on her step and both feet just went up and I just went back. I
Oh
was
my
like,
god,
"Ugh."
dude! I was so mad.
I think it hurts now. I'll give it about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I was like, that can't actually happen.
So Stryker, just for jellyfish people that could encounter jellyfish, says vinegar is actually the best.
yeah. Yeah, I think the ammonia info is a little outdated
Same
at this
for
point.
burning.
So-
If you ever burn yourself, just get some vinegar and dump it.
I mean, I guess like it makes sense as like an old wives' tale or whatever for the ammonia, just because we probably didn't have bottles of vinegar hanging out and you had urine.
I don't know.
Everybody
like
has that.
everybody's got some of that. It's real handy.
Handy.
I would assume it was more of like a.
Quick, run to the store and get me.
Or
a
maybe
bottle
that's
of-
just what
Chemistry,
happened when
like-
they got stung, and then they realized that it helped. I don't know.
Natural response.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I try to avoid them now. It drives my wife nuts, but I've never been a huge fan of the ocean. Been there 2 or 3 times.
I
It's
love
just
it.
big and wet and full of mean things.
I
That
feel
is
you on
true.
that one, Ryan.
I like
agree.
being at the beach
Yeah.
and then like going into the water a little bit as long as I can see it. That's fun. The salt is not great.
The
Then
first
I
you
don't
time
really love the
I went
salt.
to the ocean. My wife taught. I'm terrified of water, just so you know that. My wife said, "Come on, just go a little bit out there." I was like, "All right." I got over my fear, walked out. I was wearing sunglasses. A wave hits me in the face, knocks my sunglasses off. I'm a dummy and go like this.
Oh yeah,
And so I'm freaking out, like can't
Blind.
see, blind.
yeah.
Never get back in the ocean again.
My first time was getting a jellyfish wrapped around my leg. Second time I was camping near the ocean on the East Coast. And it stormed like crazy and completely flooded my tent and everything in it.
Ugh.
And it was just a horrible, cold,
You're like,
windy
I'm
time.
done with
I'd rather go
you.
to the mountains.
Yeah, I was like, I think the ocean might be a joke. You guys know creeks exist, right?
I don't know.
I'm a water adjacent kind of guy.
I do like me some beach fishing.
That does seem fun.
It, dude.
So like shore fishing seems like a blast.
It's just catfishing, but
Yeah.
you never know what's gonna be on
Yeah,
it.
and you just huck it out there. That seems fun.
Oh, dude, I got like 3 of those 10-foot setups.
Nice.
It's fun.
All right, so obviously we're not going to get done with the rest of this other side.
We got a minute.
So what? When you're done here, Denny, what's the next processes to finish El Waste basket?
Okay, after I'm done lacing each side, what I got to do is the second side is
The
harder
whole,
to lace.
the whole
But
thing
then
again.
we'll just center it around this,
So this is like a 3/4 inch thick piece of
Yeah.
plywood.
Yep.
Oh,
and
yeah. But probably around like that.
yeah. After we get it all around there, we've already got some holes marked. Ryan
Yep.
plotted it all out. They're about an inch apart, and we'll just drive upholstery tacks in there to hold it on. and voila.
Voila!
Got
your
And then,
bucket.
like, you can put a piece of leather in the bottom. You can cut a piece of veg that's like the same size and kind of fit it down in there. That way, you don't
Just-
have a piece of wood if you'd
Or-
like.
Or just leave the
I
wood.
saw that you had yours and you had coated it with a piece
Yeah.
of wood here.
And I also put a couple of upholstery tacks, 3 or 4 upholstery tacks there.
Yeah, just to,
so
like-
so it'll set more.
Which is nice. So you can go ahead and glue a piece of wood here and glue a piece of wood,
Leather.
glue a piece of leather, glue a piece of leather. You know, do a little finger carving on the bottom. Have some fun.
You can glue wood to
And
it,
then
too, if you
put
want.
some more upholstery tacks because that, or well, no, that's the best thing. Upholstery tacks.
Yeah,
There
just
as little
to make
feet.
it sit better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As little feet, and then you can wrap this all around. And then, you know, if you want, you just rivet a handle across here. That's perfect. You put your little arm in there.
Cut a little
and
notch in
it's-
the top.
Cut a little
run
notch.
your little
It's
yarn through it.
good for a crochet / knitting tote, farmer's market tote, or put your trash in it. Whatever you want to do.
Bad
I
to
do.
gather
Look how
mushrooms.
beautiful it is. Hi, Loons.
This is I think this is our first like single piece Denny and Ryan
Yeah.
Collab.
collaboration.
Yeah. You can lace the other side.
Sounds good.
So, yeah. let's-
That's the collaboration
Yep.
I'm going for.
That sounds alright to me.
You do the hard part.
Well, yeah. 'Cause it's, at that point, it's together, so this side is harder than this side.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
But, all right, guys. Well, that is that. If did we confirm whether or not those tooling patterns were on last week's video? We will get those patterns attached to this video. I think Justin, we all.
I don't have them. I was gonna say, if I get them, I can put them.
I will send them to
That's probably what
I will
we
get them
can
to Isaac here in just a minute, and we will get the patterns attached to this, and then we'll get them over to Tony, and eventually they'll be up on the website as free downloadable new tooling patterns for the wastebasket / whatever kind of tote you need. So, alrighty, guys, we had a great time. Friday will be the beginning of the guitar case, so we're gonna be kind of back to the saddle live stream schedule. It'll probably be a little bit longer sessions so that Denny actually has time to do something.
Yeah.
Um,
And, you know, and there again, hopefully we won't have to make you guys sit through a whole lot of tooling.
Right.
Although you'll have to sit through some, I'm sure.
Which I think you guys enjoy. Everybody
Yeah.
likes a little bit of tooling.
Little loves
So
it.
for the entire month of August, that is the goal, and then we'll see how much. If it takes longer, it'll take longer.
Yeah.
We'll stream for as long as it takes Denny to get the guitar case done. So that's the plan for August. And then just for everybody that's out there, tomorrow is the last day to pre-order your Leather Crafter shirts. So we have 3 colors. There is this heather gray. Again, we have a black, and then we have an army green. So you can go to the website, check it out. You can pre-order these. We will be ordering them on Friday. So tomorrow is your last chance to place a pre-order for the Leather Crafter shirts. I got all 3 colors because this one's getting a little old and I need a new one. And I got the other 2
Fancy.
because it's green and black. All right. Let's see here.
I've just got my
Oh yeah, and then if you ordered a Anderson satchel kit, those are shipping today. We sold out like 2 weeks ago at this point because everybody was super excited, which was really awesome. So Justin and I worked yesterday to get the packaging finished up on those and everything ready, so we don't have to wait till Friday to ship. They will all start going out today. So you are likely, if you ordered one, to start seeing that on Friday, probably. So super excited about that. And then August 15th, National Leathercraft Day, will be an all-day live stream where we have I don't know how many people it's going to be. There's probably at least 4 or 5 of us now that are going to be building the Anderson satchel that day. I know Andy's going to make one. Tony's going to make one. Denny can or may not. I don't know. I think Brandon in the shop wants to make one. I'm going to make one. Ryan, are you making one? No, he's bowing out on that one, which
I'll
is
let
fine.
Andy wrangle cats for the day.
But yeah, so we're gonna have a whole live day building the Anderson satchel, and that's my phone. So we will,
For music.
Best time to be done, I guess.
we'll see you guys later. Have a good
Bye.
one.
See you, everybody.